Oh, we clocked in. Hey, what's going on, party people? Now, if this is your first time here, welcome. It's definitely a pleasure having you here. I go by the name of L'Esprit. I am a spiritual healer. And technically, as a spiritual healer, what I do is that I help you to become mentally and emotionally balanced, right? And for you to do that, you is technically, I help you to master your emotions as well as your intellect in what you call the healing world, we call that being healed. So like when you say somebody's toxic, you are implying that person is ill, right? So as a spiritual healer, I'm dealing with your emotions and your intellect for you to be insane. You know what I'm saying? So to be in alignment with yourself, you know what I'm saying? It's the idea of mind, body, and soul to keep your sanity. You'd have to be mentally and emotionally balanced. You know what I'm saying? And when I'm talking about being emotionally balanced, I'm definitely not talking about, let's just say, not raising your voice, you know what I'm saying, or to behave a certain way. That part would be associated more, like to behavior. You see what I'm saying? Or to act a certain way that would have any nothing to do with, mastering your emotions. So I just wanted to make that clear because, quite often people tend you know, um, to be unable to dissociate the differences. Do you see what I'm saying? When I'm talking about being emotionally balanced, I'm talking about you understanding how your emotions are being created, to understand your emotional pattern. Then at that point, when you have any sort of, let's just say, emotional blockage, you know how to maneuver. So that to be emotionally balanced pretty much is to master your emotions, not suppressing or hiding your emotions. Do you see what I'm saying? So those are totally different. So when we're talking about mastering your, or what I do to help you to master your emotions, I'm referring you understanding how your emotions work, how they are being formed or created, to be emotionally intelligent, pretty much. Now, in addition to that, I also help you to become mentally balanced. Now, for you to be mentally balanced, you have to understand, like, you can't claim to master your mind if your mind is being mastered, or if you're under mind control. Do you see what I'm saying? Now, the idea of mind control should be for you to be the master of your mind, because you can't master your mind if somebody else mastering your mind, man. It doesn't work that way. You know what I'm saying? That's not the way it works. It wouldn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you're the man in your house, then you have somebody else telling you what to do in terms of not not in terms of, you know what I'm saying, relationship and shit like that, but your home is your home. This is my house. This is my square. So for you to master your intellect or your mind, you have to understand how your mind works, pretty much, right? There's a gentleman, I believe his name is J.K. Alice. He talks about mind control, right? And that's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good one because to me, he understood the way we pretty much, depending on where you at spiritually, if you were to read that book, the book is technically telling you how to master your mind, but that would have to do with your level of understanding. Like I tell people, to think critically, you got to be critical. So you have to be the knowledge, technically. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's what a smart person is. You're not just acting smart, but the intelligence, the understanding of what you have is in accordance with your fucking action. Isn't that why we call people stupid? Like this motherfucker stupid. everything you do is against you. Like you just hurting yourself. This motherfucker's stupid. Well, that's what karma is too. But anyway, I'm tripping. Let's get back to mind control, right? So essentially, you have to understand how your mind works. The idea of mind control, it's not just for you to identify how your mind is being controlled by other people. That's also part of it because we're talking about consciousness. So you have to understand how it's being influenced, how it's being created. So that's why for me, when I talk about spirituality, I always tell you guys it is your humanity. Your humanity is your spiritual battlefield, if you like to, if you want to be dramatic. Because these are the things that you have to, in other words, you know, I help you to remember. In other words, for you to become a member again. Another way of saying, okay, you cannot be the light. If you're saying you was a star seed, right? If you're the light somewhere else, you can't be in the darkness here unless if you don't know who you are. So I help you. The idea of remembering who you are is to become a member again, to know who you are. That's how the truth sets you free. And that's what, our ancestors and pretty much all fucking, occultists or, fucking light workers are pretty much doing. We're helping you to become a member again, to have that faith again, to know who you are. That's why it doesn't matter once you know, if you know you the light. That's why in African spirituality, I'm not concerned with fucking earth, nigga. Even to talk bad about it, it's like, what? You know what I'm saying? It's that bad? I wouldn't know. That's why the true masters are not concerned. But most importantly, we're helping you to know who you are. And that's how you're being set free from your ignorance. Meaning at this point, you know that you are a light being. And guess what? You shine everywhere. That's why you're not concerned. That's why, like, we understand as it is within, so it is without. That's how the whole concept of polarity. I'm getting way ahead of myself here, but anyway, as you can see here, I was in my feelings, and I expressed myself very well. But anyway, let me stop. I'm wilding. But anyway, essentially that's what I do as a spiritual healer. Now, if you motherfuckers are coming back, niggas, you already know I miss you motherfuckers. Brother had to do a couple things, what I'm saying, put a couple things in order, what I'm saying, because listen, I'll show you better than I can tell you. You know what I'm saying? I will show you better than I can tell you. I guarantee you that. In due time, baby. In due time. Anytime now. Anyway, if you're coming back, you already know what we do here. Guys, it's a blessing. You see what I'm saying? To serve you, because I'm here to work for you, obviously. Sharing that wisdom, doing my part. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? You tell them what you see me doing down here. All right, you let the ancestors know. You talk to the angels, man. Hey, this motherfucker's working, man. That's all you gotta say. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I see this motherfucker working. You know what I'm saying? It's appreciated. You know what I'm saying? It would give me some extra credits. You feel me? Now, you already know, man, we're breaking bread. So this is everything. So thank you, but most importantly, love you, motherfuckers. I'm gonna be me. Anyway, so now, guys, the conversation of tonight is we're talking about the power of transformation. Wait a minute, it's been a couple of days. I was out, what I'm saying? I almost forgot. Now, as part of the routine, guys, especially if this is the first time or even when you're coming back, what I'm saying? I want you to understand what spirituality is all about. It's what I'm saying? It's important for you, especially for me as a spiritual healer. Spirituality is a tool that I use, to help to pretty much reflect the message that I'm talking about here. Because that's all we could do. Can't can't teach you none of that shit. No matter how think intelligent I sound. I'll let my ego do the talking. You better embrace your fucking ego, motherfuckers. A lot of you don't even know what the fucking ego is. But anyway, that was my dark side. I'm saying we go hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, it's always a pleasure for me to pretty much not even a pleasure. It's more of a duty at this point as a spiritual healer. If I'm going to be talking about spirituality, I mean, or if I'm going to be talking to healing, or if for me to do my job, spirituality is just it. You know what I'm saying? But now, when we're talking about spirituality, you know what I'm saying? There's a few things I always hear. People always feel like that is something that is totally outside of them. And the reason being, in most cases, it has to do with, that's why we talk about enculturization. We talk about your humanity being your spirituality, because what's happening in your humanity is that it's not as it seems. That's why the occult, pretty much, which is a big part of spirituality, is pretty much giving you a deeper understanding of who you are. Or let's just say it's helping you to understand that you are more than just the physical part of you. And that's where the whole hidden scenarios was created, to let you know that it's not apparent. It's not as lucid. It's not, what I'm saying? You got to dig a little bit deeper for that one. And that's what that knowledge is all about when we talk about the occult, which is now a big part of what spirituality is, because spirituality is your life. So now, with the if you understand what the occult is telling you, so even for anybody to think that, let's just say, spirituality is not part of your regular life, you wilding already. You don't know your nature. You don't know who you are, obviously. So it's almost like, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? It's like that's why spirituality for you kind of sound either strange, or what I'm saying, you always look at it as something that's distant from you. So that alone is also showing you how deep shit is down here. So that's why the fucking Indian called this earth or this plane Maya, meaning the world of illusion or the illusion or an illusion. Have at it. All that is telling you as part of your spirituality, meaning part of truly, everything that's around you. What that's really talking about there is that things are not what they look like or what they appear to be. Even in your mundane fucking life, let's take relationship as an example. You would think you like somebody, they like you. Why not? Let's make a life, and that's it, right? But in our nature, then you got to deal with your psychological aspect. How were you brought up? Some people cannot express how they feel because they have not mastered their fucking emotions. They're suppressing it, and there's no way around. It's going to reflect. That's when you have somebody who's being triggered, that's pretty much a reflection of that. That's why in the occult, we also tell you about your shadow self. Like I remember for me years ago, I'm talking about when I really, like when I shit, nigga, I'm 41. We're talking about like 25, 24, when I started experiencing my shadow self. Like I remember the first time I seen it, wow. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I don't even know why I fucking brought that shit up. To show you the complexity in us. It's like even if I were to say, if I were to call you, you just a fucking animal. Even that in itself, it's it's like we are more than that. That's why I can't recall if it was the Chinese or and by that I'm talking about the Tao. I mean, I don't remember where I actually got this from, but they say that men is a combination of earth and heaven. So if it's the Buddhist, I don't know. But what they're truly saying by that, again, so we're talking about polarity as well. We're talking about how spirituality is everything. And that's also the foundation of what we talk about when we're talking about African spirituality. Harmony, everything goes hand in hand. So we're going to be talking about the power of transformation, but let's delve a little bit into spirituality here because it's all connected. It's all the same. That's why for me, if you can understand that alone, you got it, nigga. Everything else will definitely unfold. And that's how you're going to be set free by you knowing who you are. But yet now you have to understand, even in this reality, it's a lot greater than what it appears to be. In other words, nigga, for you to survive down here, you got to be a deep nigga. I mean, in every sense of the word. And that's what a spirit, an occultist is. It's just a deep nigga. And by deep, we're talking about even to see things under the veil. You know what I'm saying? That's why you'll see, okay, personality, you know what I'm saying? And you're not just a fucking animal, then you also have a personality too. Your emotions being shaped a certain way. If you were raped as a fucking child, you know what I'm saying? There's a whole behavior that you're gonna have. Versus another child that's been loved all their fucking life, there's you more than just a fucking animal. So that understanding of you is showing you that there is more to you than what you look like. That's what this plane is called, the fucking illusion. But most importantly, when we really talking about spirituality, spirituality now is helping you to have a deeper understanding or a better inner vision of what's taking place. Or another way of saying that, do you remember now? To help you to become a member again by you knowing that, let's just say in planet A, you are the light. Well, motherfucker, I'm telling you in planet B that you are the light. And once you become the light's the light. Ain't no fucking darkness. That's why the true masters, we never was concerned about Earth. I'll come back as many times as I like to, motherfucker. Therefore, going in and out of it is a fucking illusion in itself. Because you have not mastered, keyword, mastered truly who you are, or you don't know your true essence yet. That's why when you become conscious, it doesn't matter. And that's how you transcend. That's the But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself here because again, spirituality, it's you, it's your life. It's the life that you're living now, and now what you're calling the occult now is giving you a clearer understanding of what the fuck you're looking at. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was Just a man, I got a dick, and then you realize there's a little more to you to that. Then inside of you, you also have your masculinity, you have your femininity. I grow my hair, I got dreads. That's my feminine side. And I'm in touch with that shit too, nigga. Yeah. That shit had nothing to do with them other boys. Y'all do what y'all do. You know what I'm saying? And I do what I do. That was just a side note. We listen, man. I didn't mean to step on anybody. You know what I'm saying? I knew I did my little dance. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't trying to trip, nigga. I ain't tripping. Get your ass over here, nigga. So the idea of even looking at spirituality as something outside of you, nigga, you wild. It's like wow. That's how y'all doing it out there. Eh, totally lost out there, man. Come home, baby. Don't worry, I got you. I got you. Or I'm doing the work. I can only show it to you. You got to wake up to it. And that's when you're going to realize once you wake up to it, the work was already done. You know what I'm saying? That's when the ancestors are waiting on you. You could do it, motherfucker. Come on, we're waiting on you. So you know I showed up. Niggas, I love this boy. They love me, yo. I love them too. Of course. Come on, man. Even as a little one, I always wanted to sit among the elders. I always wanted to know what they talking about. What is this knowledge thing? You know what I'm saying? I was always seeking for my blessings, man. You see what I'm saying? Ain't nothing changed. We just got better at it. We just know exactly who we are. Find your beauty. It can only show you the way. So, but anyway, so the whole idea of having spirituality as something outside of you, nigga, you wild. You know what I'm saying? So now most people now, well, other people would also tell you, okay, in addition to that shit being outside of you, now is religion. Because we also look at religion as being outside of us too. It's that boy right there. And of course, they do the same thing too, because they are living another fucking illusion too. They do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? That's why they're trying to tell you this is not my world. I know where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? They're pretty much they have created an abstraction. That's what truly dreaming is. These niggas are really dreaming. But to be alive though, to be conscious is different. It's not dreaming. Because think about it. If you walking on a tightrope, fuck that. Scratch that. Although you can see where I'm going with that, I thought I was just being too complicated. But to finish up the fucking point, I guess, being a tightrope, you know what I'm saying, that balance, which is the opposition, you use that polarity, you embrace everything. So you understand, like, nigga, like your emotion. I mean, it's like your dreams. You got to be realistic too, though. Because I'm just trying to make this point. I'm saying you need a fucking opposition. That's what the harmony is. That's when, our ancestors will let you know that, polarity, two sides of the same coin. Because the idea behind it is to help you to elevate, to have a greater consciousness of you. All right, let's take the example of Republican, Democrat. Both of these motherfuckers have valuable points. But when you choose a side, you automatically kind of like downplaying what that point is. So you become now one track minded. So you're not benefiting from that understanding. Vice versa too. Doesn't matter. Same shit. Same shit. But if you were to say to yourself, let me embrace both values or both understanding, now it puts you at a fucking advantage. You have transition. You don't have a one-sided track, a way of thinking anymore, because that separation creates duality. That's how you have two sides. Well, ironically, that is also a reflection on how you see yourself in nature. And that's what the illusion it's all about. Because us, the ancestors or the masters, we're telling you, yes, you were that light being. That's who you are now. We're not telling you that's what you're going to become. We're telling you that's what you are now. That's why the darkness doesn't matter once you become the light. That's how knowing the truth is setting you free. Meaning now there's no ignorance now. I know I'm straight up a living mind. Why? Because you have a deeper or greater understanding of who you are. Not suppressing a side of you. Like the new age spirituality is pretty much telling you to become truly spiritual, you have to transcend the body or you got to suppress the body. As if it's like you got to punish the body, because they're telling you, and that's what the Gnostic does. That's why these niggas are another type of fucking religion. The Gnostics is telling you, what I'm saying, the flesh. It's just a higher version of the church telling you, what I'm saying, fucking is bad, what I'm saying, but when you married, it's good. That's what the fuck you talking about. You're just using it's like it's you just you know how to be stupid better. You better you okay, you're a better dummy. Fucking congratulations. What the fuck? That's why it's not how much you see, but it's how you're looking at it. That's why you got to become quality, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's all about quality. Never, ever cheat yourself. You ought to treat yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, again, if I were to relate back to what we're talking about, being in control of your mind, because your culture, everything you come across is a little bit biased, meaning you have to bypass it, meaning you got to see it for truly what it is in so many words. So that's why to transcend matter is to embody matter. Do you see what I'm saying? Let's just say you calling me yo bud or l'esprit, you a stupid motherfucker. If I embrace it, nigga. And I do. So it's I have transcended that. But let's just say I was talking motherfucker. I'm like, nah, man, I'm a good looking motherfucker. They used to call me ugly. Fuck you, motherfucker. I ain't ugly. You know what ugly looks like? It's you, motherfucker. You ugly. You took me I'm ugly. Oh, shit, man. You ain't telling me nothing new, baby. And you so right, I'm so wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm so right, I'm so wrong, I'm so right. You know what I'm saying? I'm so fucking pretty, nigga. I'm ugly. So you tell me I'm ugly? Hey, you in line. You are not fucking lying. I'm with you. I embrace it. I embody it. Then I transcend it. Now it has nothing to do on me. I like now you find the middle point. That's why the way who the fuck? I guess the motivational niggas they tell you the way to anything is through it. You gotta get some of that motivational speak too, man. I like it. You know what I'm saying? Gives you that push. Isn't that what it is? You know what I'm saying? Go get them. Again, you feeding your mind too, of course. That's when you become the master of your mind too. You know what I'm saying? Things are being done on your time. But anyway, because I want to talk about the mind control thing too, man, because the mind control, again, to get back to it real quick, and I'm gonna get back to what I'm talking about. Maybe I should make a whole different. I'll talk about it. Mind control is coming up next. Because essentially what we're truly talking about is consciousness. It's you mastering your own mind. And I'm gonna show you where pretty much the whole process, is that's when you gotta deal with culture. You have to understand your environment. It's like you have to master pretty much everything you encountered, or you become one with it, you embody it. You know what I'm saying? Whichever one you like. Again, showing you the complexity in you. It all ties out. It all pretty much ties out to what I was to the point that I was making again. Like there's more to you than just you're not just a fucking animal. So the idea, let's just say, if I were to talk to you about spirituality, or maybe you feel like it's outside of you, that should be telling you, okay, you're not too conscious of what's taking place around you. You don't even know, fucking nigga, you fucking energy. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers talking about energy or feeling a certain way. But regardless of what you know, what you don't know, our language is depicting a whole lot of shit about us. And ironically, I think I'm going to use this as a foundation to the conversation that we'll be talking about tonight, which is actually the power of transformation. I'm trying to tell you, showing you the complexity in you, so much so, and it's also being reflected in our world, but we're just looking at it from a one side perspective, which is you being the fucking animal. Then you don't know what's taking place in the darkness or that other side of you being earth and heaven at the same time. You won. That's what this whole our country. That's what polarity. That's what the Kabbalions teaching you. African spirituality, Ma'at, Kemet, all these motherfuckers. Your true nature, who you are. And you know why they're doing that? Because they know you're a light being. That's why I'm setting you free. You're not the light just on that side, nigga. You're the light everywhere. If you know, there's layers in this. I'm a star seed. Now, if I don't know who I am, that's a different ballgame. That's why you're talking out of ignorance. I understand. Get it. Well, this is for the big boys, man. You know what I'm saying? The power of transformation, again. As a boy, I talk like a boy. As a man, though, my conversation would have to be different. Now, that's transformation. That's growth. What you see around you, because as it is within, so it is without. Again, so if we let's talk about the Kabbalion just for a second here. The Kabbalion is helping you how to master your mind or how to become that living mind. Not just mastering your mind because that's the process. That's one of the aspect of it because you got to become whole. That's why I was telling you I help you to master your mental and your emotion. Because that living mind is activated. That's why you have to become the knowledge. The words got to be made flesh. We're talking about true fucking consciousness, like God's on earth shit. And if you're not that, that's because you don't know who you are. You're supposed to be that. Why? That's truly who you. That's what we're calling you sleeping. You got it already. You don't know you got it. You tripping, dog. Stop it. Oh man, even my fucking guardian angel, man. Those are my niggas because I fuck with the superheroes. You hear me? Now that's a whole different conversation. Again, which is again part of the work that I'm doing here to let you know who you truly are. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying? You gotta, you know what I'm saying? Because we represent the divine out here, man. I'm a fucking ambassador for the divine, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You see this shit coming through, man? Yeah. Confirmation, motherfucker. Oh, keep talking my shit? Come on, let me be modest. Of course I'm gonna talk my shit. I gotta play hard to get. I That's sure you missed out, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You thought it was on me, nigga. It was on you. Thought you had me, nigga. Shit, you crazy. I go the distance. I'm a deep nigga. So, but anyway, I just had to talk my shit real quick. Because, you know what I'm saying? These niggas told me, hey, do you? I'm like, excuse me? You know who you just said? Oh, shit, I'm going to display my ego on this motherfucker. I told this niggas, I will display my motherfucking ego over here for all of you motherfuckers to see it. You know what I'm saying? Listen, there's layers to this. You know what I'm saying? This is for the masters. Another way of saying that, this is for the livings. You pick a side. I mean, it's all the same. Again, when you know, you know. And that's how you're being set free. Otherwise, how else? But anyway, mind control's coming up. I feel like I'm gonna love this one though. I think I gotta come right back for that one. You know what I'm saying? Stay tuned, niggas. I'm excited for that one. But anyway, the power of transformation. In my last couple recordings, I pretty much was talking about the elements, right? For you to find your element. And then I also talk about how, when we talk about metaphysics, essentially what this is telling you is the same laws that are taking place in nature and physics are also taking place in your life. And we reflect it in our language. We say, you rip what you sow, right? When you look at nature, you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna plant some banana seed and you're gonna get watermelon. I don't know what the fuck you talking. You ain't gonna get that in nature. Shit, I am like, mate, come on now. saying nature's teaching you. So I'm also saying this to make this point real quick. Then I'm gonna get back. It's all part of the transformation too. It might help you to transform, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So what the fuck? Damn, man, this nigga's just giving me. Relax, niggas. You break the shit down first, all right? You know what I'm saying? And that Holy Communion, too. You know, that connection, the channeling, the connection with the other side, being on that vibration, the reflection, radiating that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Being a light worker, it has to be materialized. That's what we do as divine beings. We reflect those godly qualities in us. If you the light everywhere, there's no boundaries over here, baby. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know what I'm saying? That's what transcendence is, or that middle path, depending on how you're looking at it. But ultimately, you know, it's reflecting the oneness, everything coming together. We talk about the paradoxes, you know, opposites meet. Valiant does a great job, niggas. If but you this woo, keep in mind to think critically. You got to be critical. And us spiritual masters will help you to master your mind. We're giving you the manual. That's what those sacred texts are. The spiritual laws are. But most importantly, as we are using these things, right? So I was talking about the elements to show that we are nature and nature is us. That's what our ancestors understood. So when you look at spirituality, let's just say, as being outside of you, so you create what is called duality, two different poles. And not over here, it's right over there. If you come knocking over here looking for spirituality, well, you better go right there, nigga. Because it's not over here. You're a Democrat, you're Republicans. The physical, the visible, the invisible. That type of talk, and that's for the immature because they don't know who they are. And that's why the Kabbalion now, you know what I'm saying? The, the book even started with letting you know this is how much they talking about mastery. They're letting you know when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So these motherfuckers, those three initiates, they were just shitting in so many words, or in my words, I should say, they were already letting you know the type of shit you're gonna get yourself into. Listen, the shit speaks for itself. Because as I'm internalizing everything, I'm like, oh, these niggas. Oh, all right. In so many words, they also told you what what we call the mystery school is all about. They tell you what initiation is all about. There's so many things that's being said here in so many different levels. Well, once you know, and you're able to put everything together. That's why simplicity will always reveal the true master. Whatever you fucking master truly, you'll be able to talk about it, let's just say, with a 2 or 3 year old. Because you could break it down, you know how it works. That's why using big words like, okay. Wisdom is wisdom, man. When that shit's come through, the light's the light. Oh, we know it when we see it. That's why you can't stop the shine. You can only stop somebody who do not know who they are. Isn't that what the whole society is doing? In so many words, they rocking you to sleep. That's why you're looking at spirituality as being outside of you. There's no way fucking spirituality is fucking outside of you. You know what I'm saying? And then you created a whole world based out of that. That's why the true light worker, you have to understand the science of ignorance too. Meaning, it's only when you no longer toxic, then you could be like, yo, man, I remember, yo, nigga, I used to be toxic, bro. Even to make that statement. Because people who are toxic, they don't know that they're toxic. It's only when you grow older or you get to see things better, then you could see what was taking place. Yeah, it's only when, trust me, if you know how stupid you used to be, that's because you're getting smarter. That's why I always tell niggas, man, if you can't tell me how stupid you used to be, nigga, you still fucking stupid. There's no other way around it. So to begin with, the ihi, aha, you know what I'm saying? That's why we are the light here. We're exposing everything. You see what I'm saying? That's why, you know what I'm saying, for me personally too, like, you know what I'm saying? We only do open mics, like we only do like open words here. Like it's got to be known. It got to be felt. That's how we are in alignment with who you are, or who we are in terms of in our integrity, what it stands for. Then you have qualities, man. Come on, come on, man. You stand for nigga. Just anything? Just anything? Come on, man. You gotta stand for something. And being water, by the way, has nothing to do with that. Now in this position, you gotta be fired, motherfucker. Now the water part comes in, and that's also we're talking about transformation here. It's all connected. But let's go back to the past couple of recordings that I actually had, right? So I was pretty much trying to show you that the things that takes part in nature also take parts in our life. And we reflect that in the way we speak, right? You reap what you sow. And play a little bit of music, you know what I'm saying? So you reap what you sow, or let's just say the day you plant the seed, it's not the day you eat the tree. I mean the fucking fruit. Well, if you go to the gym, you working out. Well, you're not gonna get those muscles while you working out, nigga. So you are reflecting those same, nature vibes. For lack of better, that's why we understand too. That's why us we worship the fucking nature. We understand there's no difference between nature and us because we see consciousness as a whole. In other words, that's how you become cosmic too. It's seeing yourself on a bigger plane. It's embodying everything. Well, that's you being a human being, nigga. You embody form, you embody spirituality. That's why the Chinese or whoever the fuck said it, hey, it was a minute that they tell you, man, is you are earth, you are heaven and earth. Then if you want to dumb it down a little bit, then you can talk about, your animal side, your spiritual side, you know what I'm saying? Then you have the flesh, the blood, and everything else. But then again, we're talking about DNA. So it's like there's always a parallel, like there's always something, the opposition, the one, ma'at. Even in your blood, you may look at it as just fucking fluid, water, whatever the fuck, right? Liquid, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, there's a lot of information that's being, you know what I'm saying? That's what your fucking DNA is. That's why you'll see, you know what I'm saying, a motherfucker would have his dad, you know what I'm saying? You can't take that away from this plane, neither. But it's like as it's taking place on this, but there's also a spiritual side of it, or a dark side of it as well, for lack of a better term. I'm just trying to show you the parallel, the constant opposition that goes hand in hand in this for you to be conscious. But if you want to be abstract or if you're dreaming, then it's like, okay, you're just doing everything in your mind. That's why you need for you to be balanced down here. That's why they'll tell you the God needs motherfucking human and the human needs the fucking gods. This is shit you living right here, right now, if you understand it. And that's what our fucking ancestors understood. That's why we worship nature. So in the past fucking recordings, I was pretty much letting you know not just to be in your elemental nature. I think that's what the name of it was. It's pretty much stating, or trying to let you know how you reflect. You reflect nature. You are the reflection of nature, and nature is your reflection as it is within, so it is without, showing you the oneness pretty much in everything around you. It's in different form, it's in different plane, but yet it's all connected. It's in harmony. They come hand in hand. That's why some people would tell you, you know what, man, I learn a lot more from my lost than my fucking win. Your win sometimes, you know what I'm saying, it blinds you. But your lost, you know what you gotta work on though. Again, it could be said in so many different ways. Underneath it all, it reveals your true nature and how you are as a spirit. Like it was you. That's how you are set free, man. I'm trying to free you, nigga. I'm trying to tell you the best way I know it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta tell you the truth from the way I see it. Shout out to Tupac, nigga. You know what I'm saying? All them niggas. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you, Mom, you know what I'm saying? How the fuck you said that shit from how I see it? Talk your shit. That's what pretty much the freedom worker, however the fuck you want to put it, it's like even that is also a reflection of light as well. To let you know what I'm saying, we here, you know what I'm saying, to help you see better. I'm serving you. It was some shit. Let me be honest with you. That that right now I'm cherishing a lot more than when I first started. Obviously, so that's why I came here to do. But I had to go through my phases. I was acting up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we all act up, nigga. You know what I'm saying? This is listen. If you don't know where you come from, come on. It's all the same shit. How would you know where you're going? What's that? Do you remember now? Just different plane. Once you know, you know. Oh, nigga, you're gonna be set free, nigga. You talk different. You walk different too. That's why I'm talking different. When you know, you know. Oh, God bless you if when you get to know. Nigga, when you get to know, the ancestors too, man. You have a greater relationship with them too. Because these niggas are cherishing you like every day. Like, nigga. I'm like, this nigga, they're spoiling me. And I love it. I'm letting these motherfuckers, keep doing what y'all doing, nigga. Protection, the love, the appreciation. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes they, because you need that opposition too. So it's like, yeah, 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 it was for your good, nigga. Stop complaining. We got you. And I'm just a sucker for these motherfuckers. When they talk to me that way, I'm like, all right, motherfucker, you got me. Nigga, ain't no shame in my game. But nevertheless, the understanding, the love, the relationship, the connection, the intensity of that relationship too is beautiful. I hope you get to experience it, man. Don't wait for you to get on the other side, nigga. Do that shit now. It makes this make sense. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, what do I know? I'm just holding the mirror, all right, for you to look at who you are. That's what I'm saying. That's why you gotta see for yourself. Yes, nigga, you gotta see for yourself. That's what understanding's all about, nigga. You gonna see it for yourself. That's why you can't skim me, nigga. You can't blur my vision. I see you. What the fuck you doing? You playing yourself. I'm like, oh, this is entertainment for me. Oh wow. I see you. I'll pick a boo off and asses out. You know what I'm saying? You're like a fucking elephant hiding behind a small tree, hoping nobody sees you. I see you as an elephant. See you, bitch. You can never fool me on this side. Play yourself all you want. It's yourself. It got nothing to do with me. That's how I was standing my square. Something you should know. Come on, man. Something you should know. But anyway, the power of transformation. I'm trying to get you to understand. I had a recording pretty much where I was talking about immortality. Our understanding of what immortality is all fucked up. I'm saying fucked up because it's not. It's from a limited perspective. It's from having a Republican or a Democratic perspective. Now you're not looking at both sides. So it's you sound good, but it's okay. That's it. You just sound good. Beautiful. Hey, we embody everything. When you know, you know. Again, it's all part of it. It's the beauty. It's truly you giving a whole lot of fuck and then not giving fucking fuck because you give a whole lot of fucks. Those oh man, mind control, man. We're gonna tie all that shit up. The paradox coming together, polarity, the oneness in this world. Your failure and your success, they go hand in hand, bro. You know what I'm saying? Your imagination, you also need to put your imagination to work because your work is going to be a reflection of that imagination. That's you manifesting down here. This is you being active. This is you being a living mind. So that's why I always tell people everybody's doing God's work. That's why I see myself in all of these motherfuckers, motivational speakers. I listen to them. Why the fuck not? You know what I'm saying? It sound good. Why not, nigga? You know what I'm saying? You fall 7 times, you get up 8, nigga. And then you realize it's all talking about what? The same thing. Spirituality is all around you. Different layers, different levels. But ultimately, once you get to see for what it is, you see shit underneath the veil. Like you see it for what it is. You become a deep nigga. Keep diving deep, motherfucker. Yeah, all that. These are my kids. I embrace all of them. I see myself everywhere. And that's the true power of imagination. But also, most importantly, the point that I was trying to make here, you know, the idea of duality. When you say spirituality is not part of you, you automatically create a different world. Like the world that I'm living in, this is what this shit is. And then I hear about heaven. You know what I'm saying? This is what I know, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And then now you have niggas, religion niggas, telling you this world here, that's not what it is. It's over there. They're selling you a dream. But yet that's why you never really get to become the living mind. Because these niggas are living in their mind. These motherfuckers, they out of their fucking mind. Nigga that's saying spirituality is outside of them. Then you have religion now selling you a dream. Then the higher perspective of the same bullshit would be something, let's just say, if we're saying what the new whole the idea of the whole new age or the spirituality where you have to transcend your humanity. And by transcending that, they're referring, you know what I'm saying, the differences, the suppression of that, and how beneath of yourself that it is. It's two different poles. So the whole idea of duality, it's out of ignorance in itself. It creates the separation. This is you looking at you either, it's you not seeing the best in you, pretty much. I'm trying to help you to see the best in you. in all aspects. Now, if you don't see the best in you, okay, I got you. And that would have to be both your physical or your visible side and your invisible side. Listen, nigga, I'm quality on this side. I know what y'all are doing on that side. But somehow it's all related though. You know what I'm saying? That's the beauty of what I do. That's why there's layers in it, right? But anyway, to get back to what we were talking about, you know, when you create that duality or the different pole, you know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much why you'll see people don't talk about spirituality or people are being greedy because they don't know their true nature or your definition of this life is just money, just a fucking career. Niggas are just, this life's all about a career, dog. Wow. Hey, have at it. I ain't judging. But okay, I mean, shit. It could be a tough pill to swallow. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit. I should. We ain't scared at all. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is, that's part of also accepting too. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like, being a bigger man doesn't mean you always got to fight, man. Sometimes you're walking away. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why you know what I'm saying? Like, do I need to say anything else? Or am I just saying everything in my mind and it's not being, what I'm saying, somehow communicated correctly? What's up, dog? Doing? I'll pay the rent around here, nigga. Now, the power of transformation, when we look at, and here's something else too. Unfortunately, in that new age or one-sided or dualistic perspective world, right? They separate everything. They become an expert. And here, okay, so if we're looking at our culture right now, the whole feminist and when you're looking at in terms of relationship, it's the battle between the sexes. A man now is becoming better at showing you the differences instead of seeing how we come together. Do you see what I'm saying? One is a fucking, it's not giving you anything. There's no result. Because you can keep pouring out whatever the fuck you want to talk about. Let's just say the role of a man of a woman. But if you don't have a bitch where you make that shit work, meaning coming together, what you're saying means nothing, bro. At least, how is it working out for you? And you know what I'm saying? We're talking about transformation. There's no transformation for you. You pick a side. You're not polarized. So, you know what I'm saying? That is the very foundation of ignorance. Because understand this, it's not your ego that stop you from fucking, you know what I'm saying? The people are perishing due to ignorance. Not your ego, man. You know what I'm saying? Give that nigga a break. Shit, I'll roll with my ego, nigga. Everywhere we go. So anyway, so by me talking about that, the connection I'm trying to make here is that now when you understand, you start looking at nature as in you. If I'm able to say when I was a boy, I talk like a boy. Now that I'm a man, I talk like a man. I am acknowledging transformation. This is also me saying how valuable, but also as when you're looking at the season, right? They are nonstop. How many summers have you seen? How many winters have you seen? That shit is eternal, nigga. We tend to look at change or transformation as a bad thing because due to insecurity, well, for the most part, I mean, not to say that's what it is, but I mean, shit, it's a big chunk of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Toxicity, again, not being emotionally balanced. Because a lot of people are just older people, but they're not grown ups. Like you have adult babies around here. Oh, that shit is depressing. You're asking me. Come on, nigga. You literally have grown up motherfuckers walking around, you know what I'm saying, or drinking out of the motherfucking baby bottle. Nigga, there's a bigger cup. Your mouth's a little bit bigger now, bitch. You still sucking on your thumb, bitch? Stop it. Come on, man. You still peeing in your bed? Nigga, y'all niggas peeing in your bed, man. Nigga, you fucking 40 years old, you peeing in your bed. Come on, man. That's what a lot of people are doing. They're hiding behind their emotions. They're still that little kid full of fear, no transformation. And generally speaking, that's because they have not mastered their fucking emotions, but they know how to suppress it. And the only way to it, you got to get through it, baby. And that's what the occult teaches you too, in so many words. We use the term healing the wounded child. It sounds beautiful, ain't it? Yeah, yeah, they definitely went there. That one. You know what I'm saying? Just to show you those early emotions are shaping your life. So again, you are more than just fucking animal. Your reality in itself, you embody both earth and heaven. So to be conscious, you cannot be conscious. It's like that's why, you know what I'm saying, you have to materialize it. Otherwise, how good are you if you're not using you? That's why, you know what I'm saying, on a lower level, we'll tell you follow your emotions, follow your dreams. Because that's pretty much a set of events, in so many words, that could trigger, you know what I'm saying, your growth. That's when you'll see people who have what you call career is different. They grow, they mature their skills. You know what I'm saying? Because even for me, I could tell you, I always knew what I knew, but then I realized, speaking in front of a camera, nobody's is looking at me, then I would have to get a little more comfortable. That's when, when I first started, I would have so many fucking ideas that I had in mind, and somehow I get behind this, and I'm like, whoa. So I had to grow from that too, that transformation. Again, I'm showing that to let you know it takes place in all around you. So when you understand the power of transformation, it's continuity. That's why when we talk about transformation, we're also talking about death. For you not to speak as that little boy that you used to be, and now that you are a man, you had to not necessarily kill that younger boy. I mean, because you don't want to do that. Fuck you, you want to kill him at all. You cultivate him, you make him better. Because when you do that, that's when niggas are being triggered. That's what all that shit is. They kill that. So you know what I'm saying? Hey, I cut myself, nigga. So relax. I got you. That's why you have to acknowledge again to be emotionally balanced. That's the type of emotional intelligence that you need to have that going. So again, going back to your element, so what I was truly telling you is your, also showing you, I should say, also showing you that, another reason why our ancestors understood this is a polarity. I am the plant is me. We live in the same reality. Different plane, different type of plant. But then when you embody it all, that's how you can see your reflection in everything. In other words, I'm telling you what it's like to see the reflection in you. Then your word would probably be like, I am nature and nature is me. That's what that this is the level of maturity, or I'm saying, that our fucking ancestors knew. That's why when we're talking about African spirituality, we're talking about polarity, nigga. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I'm gonna talk about mind control. I got that. I'm looking forward to it myself. I'm looking forward to that one. And so you guys surely understand mind control truly is self mastery. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Stay tuned. Right. But anyway, our understanding of when we talking about, that's why when we talk about God, we say God don't change. Because our notion of change is death. It's not even death, it's a stop. Because death is transformation, meaning it doesn't stop, it continues, it keeps on going. So that's why we say in our language, you transition. So we understood. So when I was talking about immortality, I was talking about truly it's what I'm saying, your understanding of it is all fucked up. Because you're looking at it from a limited perspective. Because now, what I'm saying, you don't truly see the nature of what's taking place inside of you. You don't see what's taking place underneath winter, spring, whatever the fuck. So therefore, when you're looking at God and when you're looking at you, that's another way of dissociating God from you as well. Or at least let's talk about God qualities. Well, if you were to only acknowledge yourself as spirit, then that alone should tell you there's no such thing, or death is not a stop. So because you're looking at change as a stop, then God got to be outside of that. But you also do that because you don't see yourself in nature too. Because if you truly understand nature, you see, if you dissociate when you are in duality, you emphasize when you're doing the battle between, like when you see the battle between the sexes, there are experts at showing you the differences between those two sexes. That's what these niggas do. They're not there to bring solutions. No, 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 no. They're there for the drama, straight up. Now, if you get it, you get it. But that's what they're doing, and that's why they're getting the buzz. They got the tea for you. Can you imagine? I'll be in my nigga. I'm like, damn, it couldn't be me. I couldn't be me. I'm saying, I'm sitting my beauty, nigga. What? You got me fucked up. Literally. So then you understand, not just there's more, again, the illusion. There's more to it. That's why, you know what I'm saying, we would say, shit, I am that and more. But anyway, so now we're talking about the misconception. Well, that's what ignorance is, right? I mean, well, I shouldn't say right, but for me, that's what it is. It's a misconception. You don't see the bigger picture. Because if we were to go back to our Democrat and Republican example, if you grasp both poles, let's just say hypothetically, when your Republican idea is a little bit weak, now you got the Democratic side to back it up. It makes you a perfect man, meaning a holy man, not in terms of being flawless, but now being in harmony. Ma'at. That's what perfection is. So again, it's to look beyond the veil, you know, of what you're going through now. This is your spiritual battlefield or playground, to be honest. Because that's when you come to have an experience to know that you are a spirit. What the fuck is that experience about? Well, there's levels to it. But ultimately, let's just say you came to experience what it's like to be poor. Then you go back again, you come to experience to know what it's like to be in middle class. Then you come back again, you experience ultimately what you essentially doing. That's where let's take it up a notch. You're experiencing different aspect of who you are. So it's your experience. Listen, if I lost you, it is what it is. There are gonna be days like that. But some shit gotta be said. I want to please my ego. I am pleasing my motherfucking ego, nigga. How egotistical am I? These Haitian niggas. But anyway, just to wrap this shit up. Oh my god, it's over an hour. Nigga, I talk too much shit. But anyway, essentially what I'm trying to say is to have a true understanding of this, then you understand change, then you would understand the true power of transformation. And by understanding the power of transformation, that's how you could say, as a young man, I spoke like a young man, but now I'm a man. The talk's got to be different. I hope it is for every single one of you guys. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, it's a that's why they tell you your experiences never goes away. So much so, I don't want to say you could tap into your old life. That's just another way of saying your energy's never lost. When you know, you know. Different layers. But anyway, but when you know though. But anyway, when you understand that, then you have a, then you see not just you or nature and nature's you, but you also understand the different seasons. We all go through all different seasons in life, so to speak. Same shit. We are reflecting anyway. I'm saying that to say when you understand how transformation takes place, then you know that's what immortality, true immortality, is truly change. That's what they tell you. The only thing that does not change is change. It's change itself. So if that's the case, when we see growth, when we understand, when you become a grown up man, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, don't pee in the bed and you're naked. Get the fuck out of here. You 20, you 40 years old. You 41. What? Nigga, you 41 years old. Why you peeing in the bed? But if you 41, you still peeing in the bed. That's crazy. No man, okay. Namaste. I should have chosen it there. Namaste. Because when you really think about it, because that's what we understood. There's no, what I'm saying? We acknowledge the God in you, but okay, you, you just sleepwalking right now. I got nothing against you. When you're ready, I'm there. Just know I got it when you're ready. Namaste, nigga. I sent. Bravo, Mali.